today. I'm in Gallitzin State Forest, so southeast of Johnstown, PA. I'm at the parking lot for Lost Turkey Trailhead. Actually not doing that trail. We're going to cross the road over here to John P Saylor Trail. Finally made it out here. Been wanting to do this one. It's somewhere between 18 and 20 miles. This Mid-Atlantic Hikes has it at 20.4. It's actually a double loop. Here's where I'm at. Lost Turkey Trail goes out there, going across the street. So there's the big main loop there, and then the small back loop connected with there's a suspension bridge. And the plan is to camp somewhere out on the back end here. I guess it's right where this shelter is. So I'm waiting for Becky. There's only supposed to be 3 of us coming. Becky and some other dude, I don't know. I think his name's Oak. I don't know if it's his trail name or whatever, but I got here early, so I got some waiting to do. Well, since I had a few minutes to kill, I just drove across the street to see where the trailhead is. There's restrooms over here, picnic areas. I guess these are the same maps that I picked up on the others trailhead. John P Saylor Trail starts right there. I got just a little short road walk from the parking lot to where the trailhead starts on the other side of Route 56. Nice view out into the Laurel Highlands. And that other dude never showed up, so me and Becky just headed out. It's about 10:30. Beautiful weather out here. Just over a mile into things, and it's been a very rocky trail so far. No elevation, but just rocks. This is Wolf Rocks. Covered in graffiti. Nice. Well, it looks like there could be a possible view up there. I'll wait and see if Becky finds something. Alright, she said there's nothing to see over there but more rocks to my left. But up here it looks like if I could get up there might be a view. But it's obviously a way up because there's graffiti all over everything up there. I don't know how to get from here across that big gap. I don't know. I'm not killing myself to get over there. A boardwalk. Barefoot. Fresh. There's the main creek. I believe it's called Clear Shade Run or Clear Shade Creek. So you could make some campsites work down there. I don't see any fire rings. Okay, here's the connector trail. Suspension bridge right down here. This will take us to the back loop. Those boards look iffy. Sure. kind of scoping around for campsites. There are people further that direction. They're camped downstream. I can't tell if it's downstream or upstream. But here's our situation. We don't know what the back loop looks like. If there are campsites, if there are water sources, you can't tell on the map. So we're thinking about, it looks like about 5.7 mile back loop. We're thinking of stashing our pack somewhere around here, and then hiking the back loop, and then coming back and camping around here somewhere. I really don't want to leave my pack sitting around in the woods and have some animals get into it, because that should take us about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to do that loop. But I don't know. We haven't decided yet. Is that where you fell in last time? This is very sketchy looking. It's a beautiful creek. There's got to be a campsite. There's a ton of campsites around here. There's some campsites all through these pine trees here. We decided we're going to do this back loop clockwise, and we'll actually pass that shelter area, and then we'll come back out further downstream from this main creek. We'll meet back up with the creek at about between 11 and 12 miles on the day, and then start looking for a campsite from there. We know there are campsites over there because we saw them from the other side of the valley. So that's the plan. I was not expecting that climb. It was a pretty decent climb. You can see the last section right there, if I can get it in the right light here. That last climb right there. Exactly 9 miles so far. That time of the day for the song of the day. Gabby Barrett, I Hope. That's the name of the song, I Hope. Not too shocking. That was the last song I think it was on the radio before I turned it off, before I got to the parking lot. Alright, this is the shelter that was on the map, 11.4 miles. So about going clockwise on the back loop, it's about 3.5 miles. There is a very small stream down behind the shelter. Had a little bit of water in it. Yeah, not the nicest of shelters. Huh? Look at the bridge. I think it's very shaky, very iffy. It sinks down to like almost like you're a foot above the water, and the water level's low right now. So we couldn't find anything at all on that back loop. So we're gonna camp somewhere along here. Water sources on that back loop, there's pretty much nothing. There's a little barely moving stream behind that last resort of a shelter, and then down in this valley to the right, there was a stream coming down off the mountain when you made the sharp right-hand turn down there at the bottom of the valley. But there were two guys over here earlier when we were here. They were just taking a break, and Becky went over and she said the site looked pretty nice. There's a dam or something down here. So that campsite's on a little island over there. We're gonna gonna cross these rocks right here. Well, I guess you could cross that log. Okay, we're camping on this island. I had a couple choices of trees. This to there, this one to there, but I don't really have a view in either direction. So I'm gonna go over here where my poles are at. Even though I have this tree over here that might be in my way if I drop my tarp. I don't even think I need a tarp. Oh, it's not supposed to rain at all. Plus this tree will keep me nice and shady. I'll get a view of the camp here. Okay, tour of the island. Got this little trail coming over here. And there's the suspension bridge. Nice. There's campsites all up in there, all up in there, both sides. I think I'm going to come down here. Yeah, I'll come down here and take a bath. Alright, back up to this part of the campsite. There's my hammock, Becky's tent, fire ring. Got a beach right here. Somebody's got a lot of time on their hands. They built not only this dam, there's one on the other side. Access on, I guess this would be the eastern end of the island. I guess this trail comes over here for people to go fishing. Another island right there, another dam up there, and over here is where we crossed that to get over here. Campfire up, fire ring up there. There's plenty of camping sites up there, and I got Nature's Refrigerator doing its work here. All right, on the menu for this evening: more Italian sides, creamy garlic shells, and this time I am gonna I'm gonna dump this bag into this Ziploc. I don't know how much water it's supposed to take. It says 1.5 cups of water and a half a cup of milk. I'm going to try 1.5 cups of water just by itself and see what happens. And then also have Tuna Creations Ranch. I'm going to put that on a wrap. I don't think I showed this from my the last trip. This is the second trip out that I've had my new cook system. I made a cat food can finally. This thing weighs like nothing. It's like a piece of paper weight-wise. It's like 0.3 grams or something. It's actually not a cat food can. I ended up getting like a same size. It's like an Armor, the company Armor that makes like hot dogs, and it was basically it tasted like puree. It tasted and looked like pureed hot dogs in this can. So I gave that to the dogs. Anyways, so when I made this is when you take the label off, there's this there's still glue over here on the side from the label that holds the label on. Well, I figured it was just going to burn off. So here's the story of what happened. I had to, of course, when I first tried it, when I first made it, I had to try it and see, you know, what kind of burn time I'm going to get out of this thing. So I filled it up, you know, to the bottom of the holes with alcohol, and figured, okay, I'm going to light it like I used to light my transient stove, and just get the lighter real close to the edge, right, like the edge of the hole, so it'll catch on fire. Well, I was still holding the can when I did this, and I must have got some alcohol on my hand. And when I lit it, it caught my hand on fire. And when I went to let go of the can, I couldn't, because my fingers were stuck to the glue over here. And I must have thrown the can, and all the alcohol flew out. So yeah, my first attempt with this stove was catching my hand on fire. at 8:30, and the fire is going very good. I'm filming. Filming the fire. Hit 10 o'clock going in the night. Fires, we pretty much used up all the firewood that we had. It's already, according to Zippo gauge, 50 degrees. So hopefully I have enough stuff to keep me warm. I have all my base layers on, and I only have the Costco quilt for the top quilt. Hopefully, yeah, I get the crickets, sound of crickets and the sound of the waterfall over here at the dam. So hopefully I'll be able to fall asleep pretty easily. Yeah, I think we did 13.7 miles today. I'll have to check that tomorrow. Can't remember. But alright, I'm gonna try my best to fall asleep. Alright, it's about 7:30 in the morning. It's like 46 degrees. I did not have enough to keep me warm. The Costco quilt was just not cutting it last night. Or really, especially this morning. But beautiful morning. I think we should have a pretty short hike out of here today, 6-7 miles. I could hear traffic last night, but it was like real far away, so it wasn't like loud or anything. I don't know if it was on Route 56, I guess. But we were the only ones at this campsite, so it was pretty peaceful. All right. I got my raincoat on, so the only thing keeping me warm right now, so I got to get some coffee going. It's a lot of good campsites, but I think we got the Supremo one on the island. What time is it?
8:35.
Heading out at 8:35. I'm going to keep the raincoat on just for warmth until we get to the first hill, about 1-point-something miles from here. Okay, we're going to get off the main trail for a minute and check out this bogs trail over that way. There's a deer. I didn't know there was such a thing as a striped maple.
Oh, that's cool.
Huh. Alright, John P Saylor, day 2, song of the day. I got another Benny song stuck in my head. This one's called Want Me Back. So that's song of the day, day 2. Okay, yeah. It's like pick the correct board to step on. I should probably just stay over here. Okay. There is the bog. There's a viewing platform up there. You can check that out. Oh God, look at this bridge.
Oh boy.
Look like they were running out of wood or something. They were like, let's just put it every 3 feet. Everything's a mud puddle. Oh boy. There's a bridge over there, but how the hell do we get to it?
Oh my.
We might have to turn around.
How did everybody else do it?
They went over here. Alright, situation is after we came across that long boardwalk across this crappy bridge here. There's I can't figure out where to go. What? I didn't see anything. There's an old bridge over there, and doesn't seem to be any way to get over there. And there's a whole lot of mud everywhere, like knee-deep mud. So we can't figure out a way to connect the rest of the loop. Back the way we came in. We're on this gravel / grass access road. I believe I can see the picnic area up ahead. So this does not come out at the exact same spot where we went in at. It's a little bit different than the All Trails map was. So we went in the trail over there by that picnic pavilion, by that swing set. There's not even a sign saying to come up here to get on the trail if you're going clockwise. Alright, back at the car. Today we got 6.4 miles. Only 486 feet of elevation. Yesterday 13.5 miles at 1,129 feet of elevation. Today's total includes 1.2 roughly on that bog trail that was supposed to be a loop and we couldn't get through. So I guess officially on the John P Saylor trail today it was 5.2 for a total of 18.7 for the whole double loop. Here's the double loop itself. We started here. We came around counterclockwise. Show any other map. Yeah, let's look at the big map here. So we came around counterclockwise. Here's Wolf Rocks. This first section, maybe the first 2 miles, was very rocky. The only other rocky section was right around here on right before we finished. Otherwise the rocks weren't an issue on the trail. So continued around down to here. We crossed the suspension bridge and we decided to go clockwise on the small loop. We were hoping to find a campsite over here and we couldn't find one. So we just finished the whole small loop and camped right on that island right here by the suspension bridge. Then out today, here's that little parking lot where I think people park and just walk into these campsites. Continuing on today, and we were going to try to do this bog loop. And this is the part where we couldn't get through where it's all mud down here. So we turned back around and went back to the main loop and finished. Overall, the trail was, and it's been dry lately, so the trail was not extremely muddy there, other than that swampy area down in the bog. So that wasn't an issue. The elevation was not an issue. Just on the back loop, there was one hill that kind of made you breathe heavily. Yesterday, as far as people on the trail, yesterday we saw 2 trail maintenance guys and two kids that were down there at the, taking a break on the island where we ended up camping at. And I guess they camped somewhere down there last night. Today we saw one woman walking her dog in the bog at the bog trail, and that's it. That's the only people we saw. Animals, we saw one deer yesterday, one deer today, 3 piles of bear poop, but no actual bear sightings. And beautiful weather, other than last night, how cold it got, about 8 degrees colder than I was expecting. So I was not prepared for that. But it's still early. It's like 11:30, so I am gonna beat rush hour traffic getting across town to get back to the house. So I'm gonna hit the road.